earlier this year, I surveyed a large number of school leaders. And what was extraordinary was one of the questions we asked was, given the choice, would you prefer a one-stop shop of good enough services or tools versus a collection of best-of-breed suppliers?
Yep.
About 80% of standalone and schools and small MATs said, oh, one-stop shop. I mean, it's a nightmare. Even filling in GDPR compliance form for multiple suppliers is a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
But then you look at the MATs, medium and large MATs that were sort of 10 schools up, about 80% of them said best of breed. So it's a real flip around that piece. And, to be honest, I suspect that a lot of the school leaders there imagined that, in fact, the central MAT team would do the integration, and maybe they would and maybe they wouldn't. But there's a sort of clear sort of difference in the sort of philosophy of where people are today. So that's the kind of point of time we're at. In the long term, it's kind of a false choice. Unless you are a bit sloppy or a bit complacent, then, in the long run, you should be able to be broad and excellent. It's only if, there's a bit of a squeeze to get as much profit as possible out of something, and you start to cut corners, and maybe your competition is pretty mediocre and is never going to be a challenger, and so on and so forth, that you can see some sort of strange behaviors creeping in. But at the moment, the edtech landscape is basically pretty competitive, and there's not many areas where people are going to get away with mediocrity or sloppiness.